gotta wake me up. Has it been 2 years yet? I don't think so. What do you need? I thought I wasn't doing videos on this guy anymore. We talked about this. Fuck this dude. He ain't getting my respect. Okay, fine. Now that you put it that fucking way, okay, let's go.
Remember to respect your Lovecraftian god.
Howdy-o, I'm back. And guess what? This cunt is dropping a video on Yandere Dev again. Let's do it. I took a long sit back to look at my life. And it stared me back and said, "You're a disappointment. Make another video." And I said, "Fuck yeah, let's go."
Ugh, tastes like that good pussy.
At various points throughout Yandere Simulator's development, I've discussed whether or not the game would benefit from the addition of a small town.
And allow me to answer, no it won't. If you just simply focused on the main gameplay elements, this would actually be enjoyable. Instead, you're just adding bullshit. Come on. Come on. Yandere Dev, you break my heart. I get back to making videos on you, and it's all a bunch of bullshit.
There are numerous practical reasons why a small town could potentially improve the game.
Half of those the players couldn't care for. Right now they care about the game actually being playable. And it's not.
However, creating such a large environment would significantly extend the game's development time, and that's something I would prefer to avoid.
What are you talking about? You have been in development for 7 fucking years. You cannot tell me. Oh, don't worry, guys. I don't want to extend development time. At this point, people could give less shits how long you take. As long as you make this game somewhat playable and functional, people could actually like it. But no, you add bullshit. You just... Nobody's sticking with it. You have lost so much Patreon money. You make Onision's channel, Patreon, look like a millionaire. Come on, get out of my goddamn face, you cunt.
So I eventually arrived at the conclusion that, instead of building an entire town, it would be much more pragmatic to simply add a single street that serves most of the same purposes.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, there are some things that I just look at, I'm like, there's no way he's serious. Pretty sure I saw this in a video. You cannot take the time to make a, large town in an anime game. I'm sorry. I gotta take the goggles off. What are you thinking? This is some Class A retardation. How do you fuck up this bad? I would like to specify that anime games are probably easier to animate than any other games because, fuck, dude, you can extend the realm of belief so goddamn hard that some things don't even need to make sense.
A few days ago, I received the assets required to build a single street in Yandere Simulator.
And are you guys ready for the best part? These probably aren't even his assets. This motherfucker gets an entire town area, gets new Yandere girl clothes, and you tell me he made those, or he had somebody else make them? Fuck no. Stolen assets. Remember, I would just like to specify, he stole grass assets. Grass. You know, I could go into my backyard and pull some fucking grass out. Go into MS Paint, draw 4 green lines, and it would work? Yeah, this guy couldn't even do that. He has nothing original. He just steals a bunch of shit from porn games or other retarded shit. Come on.
So I could find out if the concept works as well as I'd hoped. In this video, I'll show you Yandere Simulator's new street, and I'll explain what kind of functionality it might provide in the future. You can access the street from Yandere-chan's home. Because you have to go to school during the day, you can only visit the street at night.
Here is actually one of my literal logical complaints with this. So think of it this way. You could program a day and night cycle into this, and it could work. But the problem is Yandere Dev doesn't know how to do that. So, he just makes an excuse.
Well, you're in school for the day, so, you're at the town at night. It makes sense, right?
No, sorry. School does not last till night. I'd like to specify, even the times in Japan aren't retarded. You do not go to school till 8 p.m. There's no fucking way. There is no fucking way. You got so lazy that you didn't want to program a day, night, and morning cycle. You could go in the morning. Go to the town in the morning. It will work the same way.
However, in the final game, you will be able to visit the street during the weekend, so it is possible to see it during the daytime.
Alright, I'll retract some statements. But then again, you have to think. I'm pretty sure the weekend's not even accessible. So, he's trying to find out how to work that day-night cycle. Trying to find out how to coordinate when the sky looks a different color. Yeah, that's what he's having trouble with. Oh boy.
For now, you can press the spacebar to instantly toggle between night and day.
Again, because he can't program a day and night cycle. Come on. You need to know this stuff. Alright? If the player can press a button and it automatically turns day, you're doing something wrong.
Serious voice. A day and night cycle is very easy to program into almost every single game. Just flat out making it so, it's day on these days, but night on these days is lazy bullshit. I don't want to hear it. The whole thing with day and night cycles is that it's fluent. So when, let's say, if they were to add, you get out of the school at 5 o'clock, p.m. This is more of an evening hour. So the sun would still be up, but it's going lower. So you could program it so the sun's, the area's kind of bright with the sun, but it's getting darker. Then you could say if you go to the town at around 8, there's more things you can do. Maybe buy from a black market. I don't know. There's a lot of opportunity here to especially add functionality with these kind of things. First of all, adding a large town would have been great because then you could do a lot more stuff. There'd be so much more to do in this fucking empty game. Oh wow, kill anime girls. Yes, I'll be entertained for maybe 25 seconds right up until that gets boring as shit. So, what I'm specifying is that maybe if you expand the town, make it so there's during the day, there's more opportunities to maybe get small things like knives, spare clothing, whatnot. And then during the night, you can get people from in alleys hey, you want to buy this fucking syringe? Yeah, I got syringes. I got anesthesia. I got all these things that could help you kill people. This would actually add more functionality, and it would be creative. Because, okay, tell me one game that kind of has that system. Not too many. I'll say there are probably a lot. But if you want to stray a little farther away from Hitman, because you obviously are, there's no fucking doubt. This is no longer Hitman. This is fucking its own title on its own. You could actually do this and make the game unique in a sense. But he won't do this. He won't, because he's lazy as shit. What I'm seeing is he's order shit that's illegal online. Why? Why does it have to be online, you might ask? Because he's lazy. And I gotta get real with you. It kinda does hurt to make these videos. I know, delicious views. But fuck, dude. Every time I watch one of these goddamn things, I kinda question, am I going insane? Is Nyarlathotep tapping into my fucking head again? It's actually insane. I've went over some of his other videos that I missed. Come on. I don't know. Let's just wrap the rest of this video up.
The street currently contains 8 locations: a hardware store, a manga store, a maid cafe, a hair salon, a ramen restaurant, a music store, a convenience store, a video game store, and an electronics store.
I feel like at a certain point, he's just becoming self-conscious. He's like, I don't know how to count. I didn't go to elementary school. So, let me just say, half these buildings, I'm going to say this now, are vanity or useless. Ramen shop, I don't see use for that. Hair salon, vanity. Video game shop, I don't fucking know. Hardware shop,
Actually helpful to get tools, screwdrivers, saws. You know, could be cool.
everything else I don't got nothing for. Manga store? What am I gonna get at a fucking manga store? Am I gonna get virtual books? Man, isn't this good? I get to read a book inside a game. What the fuck? Come on.
When you enter a store, you see a portrait of the shopkeeper who operates it. For example, in the convenience store, you see a cashier.
Oh, he couldn't even make an inside to the shops. I kind of saw that coming. I really could have predicted that you wouldn't be entering those shops because
Who needs extra game detail? I'm Yandere Dev. I need to cut things in half to get this game chugging along. I need to get that Patreon money that everybody's pulling out of so fucking fast, it's unbelievable.
he's gonna need to do something. Listen, Yandere Dev, hit me up. We can get a contract on Pornhub. We'll get you some money. I guarantee it.
You think someday Yandere Dev's actually gonna look at my video and, like, think I'm serious about a bunch of the comments I make? He's gonna look at these and be like, why would he ever say that? That's such a horrible thing. Or, why would he say that? That's super weird. I should get a restraining order. No, I seriously want to know. Do you think this guy actually thinks I'm, like, crazy or something and want to sleep with him? I want you guys' opinion on that. I want to know. Because it's fucking hilarious. He's self-conscious as shit, so it's super awkward to hear somebody say stuff like that. That's why I love to poke at him with that kind of shit. It's just, he's self-conscious about himself. It's hilarious.
If you don't press any buttons for a while, she gets bored of waiting for you and starts messing around on her phone.
You're telling me you could program the screen to change after a certain amount of time? But you can't add new rivals. You can't set a functioning day and night cycle.
Words can't bring me down. Oh, so don't you bring me down today.
Yeah, I don't know. This video makes me want to fucking kill myself.
Currently, this cashier is the only shopkeeper portrait I have, but
Fucking hell. Fuck this. Gotta be shitting me. Can't even get out of my own room.
in a future update, every store will have a unique shopkeeper. Ideally, every store will also have a unique interface that suits the theme of the store, similarly to what can be seen in the Persona games.
Here, allow me to refresh Yandere Dev. Your game is not Persona. You don't need this. Just make an interactive inside to the shop. It's easy. Don't be a fucking lazy dickhead trying to steal from everybody else's games. Just fuck off with that.
The hardware store was inspired by a situation that I frequently encounter in the Hitman games. I'll explain. In some of the Hitman games, you can choose what equipment to bring with you on your next mission. You can bring guns, poison, bombs, but you don't have the option of bringing certain everyday items. Simple objects like screwdrivers are often essential to complete a task in Hitman, but running around the entire map, wasting a bunch of time looking for a screwdriver, is extremely annoying.
I would just like to say that's totally false. You can bring a screwdriver. From what I remember, you can bring a screwdriver. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm pretty sure you can just bring a fucking screwdriver with you. I don't even know why he's trying at this point. I look at a video and it just clicks in my head what it is wrong with it. So, first of all, I don't see how these situations add up. Saying, oh, because the fact I can't bring equipment into the level, I added a hardware store. What? Are you going to bring the stuff from the hardware store into school? But how would you do that? Because if people saw you walking into school with a screwdriver, that's suspect as fuck. I don't know, man. Just me thinking.
I always thought it was weird that I'm allowed to bring shotguns, assault rifles, and sniper rifles, but I'm not allowed to bring a simple screwdriver to save myself some time. It would make sense if Yandere-chan was allowed to bring certain household items from home to school. At the start of the game, her home would probably already have several common items, like a pair of scissors, a box cutter, a screwdriver, etc.
Let's just take a look through this. Screwdriver, not allowed to be brought on school grounds. No educational use. Hair cutting scissors, no educational use, not allowed to be brought on school grounds. Rat poison, no. Box cutters, no. I see no point to this, Yandere Dev.
But if the player disposes of these items at school, or destroys certain one-of-a-kind items at school, they should have a way to replace the items that were lost. The hardware store would sell some of these items, and would also provide cool weapons that can't normally be found at school. For a long time, Yandere-chan has been able to increase her stats by reading manga at home.
You bloody disgrace. What? What? You read manga and you get smarter on how to kill people. You know, that sounds something exactly like the media would say. If you read manga, you have a 25% higher chance of murdering somebody. What the fuck is wrong with you? You ain't increasing stats by reading manga. You know, what if you added some sort of gym or training room into the school? Like, that makes sense. You realize there's, like, workout rooms in nearly every school. It's true. Look in any school. But this... Nah. I'll just read manga. Is this what you do? Is this what you do on a daily basis? Man, hopefully I'll get laid by reading this hentai. Yeah, this is good stuff.
I didn't know how to make manga available to the player, so I just put books on the ground around school.
Surprised you're starting to become self-conscious of your own bullshit. It's not something many do. I did it, but fuck, dude.
The purpose of the Manga Store is to finally provide the player with a more logical way to acquire manga. The Maid Cafe simply allows Yandere-chan to access her part-time job as a waitress, which is how she earns the money to afford all of the products I'm talking about in this video. This is currently the only way for Yandere-chan to earn money. But now that there is much more emphasis on purchasing things with money, perhaps Yandere-chan will be given alternate ways to earn money in the future.
Rule 34. This is your chance. Just, come on. This is an easy way to ruin a game. Rule 34 needs to get to fucking work. We can trash this game if you just fuck it up with hentai. Easy, lads. Come on, let's get this bread. Okay, so actually I have logical problems with this. Let's think of it this way. I'm playing Yandere Simulator. I want to kill somebody a certain way. However, this item is decently expensive. Or, let's put it in another perspective, I need something that's expensive. And I need to make money. My time schedule is very short, so I need to do the Maid Cafe shit fast, or else I'm screwed on days. Let's think of it this way. I have to go and sit for like 5, maybe 10 minutes doing this stupid-ass 2D game to make fucking money. I would want you guys to put this in perspective. Do you want to just sit there at a keyboard doing nothing, just... No, I don't think anybody does. And it takes the flow out of gameplay. I could see this just breaking the entire flow of gameplay. Everything, you know, just shattered because they're like, they need a money system, fuck it, we're lazy, 2D game. And I think that genuinely, this is a shitty system. It's lazy and it's very tedious. I see this becoming a problem in further releases for this game. Wow, I'm talking like I actually know what the fuck I'm doing.
Until now, the player has been able to change their hair at any time by pressing the H key on the keyboard. This is fine for a debug sandbox, but it wouldn't be appropriate for a finished game. In the final game, the hair salon is where Yandere-chan would go to change her hairstyle or dye her hair. Like in most games with character customization, there would be an actual interface for it, instead of just pressing one key on a keyboard. You've probably noticed that the exterior of the building looks more like a barber shop than a hair salon. In the future, many of these building models will probably be updated.
Two things real quick. First of all, it looks like a barbershop because that model is stolen as fuck, dude. I'm pretty sure I've seen that in like 5 Unity games. I don't know where it came from. I don't think it's Unity made. But that is, I've seen that in Unity games. That is stolen as fuck, my dude. Oh.
Also, something I'd like to just real quick touch base on. Why do you not add it so you can customize your character in the main menu? Like all games usually do, just at the start, let them customize. If they get, oh, I want to change my character now, then just say, fuck you, whatever. You made it this in the custom, just roll with it. I mean, it can't be that hard. There's no use to just changing your hair mid-game. And I bet you it's going to cost fucking money to change your hair. So I don't see the point. I genuinely don't.
So don't worry about their current appearance too much. The street also has a ramen restaurant. This restaurant could be just for decoration, but it's also possible that perhaps it could serve some sort of practical purpose for the player.
Yeah, he has no fucking clue what he wants to do with it. He's just like,
oh, it might serve practical use. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, congratulations. You're fucking stupid. Yeah, fuck the rest of this video. I'm not going through it. It makes me want to blow my fucking brains out. Well, I'll see you guys some other time. And remember, don't shoot the water.